Hello,
Hi, good
afternoon.
afternoon.
So, how are you?
You look you look refreshed today. Some changes there.
Yeah, can you guess it?
Shaved,
Yes.
clean shave.
Yeah,
Okay, okay. Nice. Okay. So how is it going? How is the week going?
yeah, it's lovely. It's going well.
Lovely, great. Great, great. Any plans for 15th, August 15th?
On 15th August. No,
Yeah.
maybe I would
Okay.
enjoy my time on Smule.
Smule.
Yeah,
You sing.
that is- yeah, sometimes I try that.
Oh, that's great. Okay. That's good. Right.
Yeah.
So any topics for today?
Uh, haven't come with anything.
So
We can
maybe
try.
I came across something transitory. I was just reading something, the transitory elements of life. Uh, that's fleeting. It keeps changing. We say it's a transitional phase, it's transitory. Nothing is permanent.
Okay.
I also came across another word. I knew this word, but I haven't been using it. Ephemeral. Ephemeral.
Yeah.
So that also means something that's short-lived. Short-lived,
Yes.
right? So, what are your thoughts on fleeting moments of life or anything I think everything is transitory, but at least is there anything that's constant? What are your thoughts on it?
I think if we do not have the courage to accept the reality, then the constant
Mm,
thing would be the poverty, not only in the terms of finance, but in terms of
mm,
knowledge or the kind of thought process that we have. That would become something we can't say fleeting. That would be eternal for us. So
eternal.
it is
Mm,
always better that we accept and we learn how to tackle that. Because if we are true to ourselves and we learn all the things, we can definitely come over all these things. But if we are not ready, then all these uh, meager things would definitely be uh, continuity in our life.
okay. So maybe we'll go further with this topic. Like you said, being true to yourself.
Yeah,
Being true to yourself is not very easy, especially in today's world,
definitely,
because certain things are imposed. However courageous you are, however strong you are, at certain point you feel that you have this external turbulences affecting you or creating some impact for some time. And it
definitely.
depends on your willpower to come out of it. Okay.
Yeah,
So the thing is now we are the present generation, we have more generation coming up after us. What are the things that we can leave for them? Because being true to ourselves is fading. See, with the AI, with everything that's around, with the filter that's around, people project, promote, promulgate a lot of things. So everything that we see is not real, most of the things.
yeah,
But when you take 10% of the population, like you said, poverty, all these other things, it's real. It's the ground reality.
definitely,
So how do we, it's not preparation, but how do we prepare the future generation to be real, or how can we teach them or show them how to be true to yourself? How can we be true to ourselves? Because it's not very easy. Like, what have you understood from your life or from whatever you have been seeing? Because it's a very important point that you mentioned now.
well, if I explain my life to some certain extent, first of all, I was never been able to true to myself. I was unable to accept my reality.
Mm,
In hindsight, I feel that I should have done that. Had I been accepted the situations, maybe I had the opportunities which I missed. And I have told it earlier as well that I am a CA dropout. So Whenever I look in hindsight that I got the opportunity. Not many people get this opportunities for sure, and I got and I lost it. I couldn't do or make the most of it only because I was living in my own bubble that I want to do something like this, and only if I get
Mm.
the opportunity, I would be able to express myself or make the most of the opportunities in a way that I would be able to do the most. And
Mm-hmm.
it's not that whatever I'm saying that had I gotten the opportunity, I would have not been able to do anything. In fact, I
Mm.
would have been able to maintain a life better than what I'm maintaining right now. I feel that as well. Yet,
Okay.
I think that I did make a mistake by not having full control over my emotions and not making most of the opportunities of becoming a CEO. So,
Okay.
from that story, what I have learned is first, if you want to do something, no matter what kind of obstacles are there in your life, you have to fight for that and you have to go for the same. If it is a true calling, you definitely have to go for that. If you can't, and if you didn't for any matter, then you should accept that gracefully and you should not waste your time thinking about the same. So if we
Mm.
think this way, maybe we would be able to make most of our present instead of brooding over the past.
Okay. So acceptance, regulating your emotions, and prioritizing, yeah, the needs and the wants. Very good. Okay. So one more thing is maybe you can speak about this. People find this very difficult today, though we listen to a lot of motivational speakers. The YouTube is also inundated with a lot of speakers.
Definitely.
What is exactly time management? How to manage time? It's something that's killing people today. Killing means literally killing with all the advanced diseases just because they cannot manage time. When you don't manage time, you cannot accept yourself, and eventually you lose confidence and become frustrated. So, what is time management and how to manage time? You can speak from a general perspective.
Well, time management is how you break the time of the day to your
Mm-hmm.
uses. That what kind of activities you have to do, and at what time what will you do, and how will you manage yourself that you don't waste your time. This is what I think of time management. But at the same time, I feel that it is quite easy to speak or easier said than done, because no matter what we say, we have been
Mm-hmm.
habituated to doing so many things in a certain way that we
Mm.
end up wasting our time. So first, if I think about all those activities, the first one would be restrict your timing on screen, whether it is
Mm.
apps or anything else. Restrict the timing. If you are good or if you are passionate about watching any certain serial or whatever it is, you should make a note that only 1 hour a day, not more than that. And if you can follow that, then of course it would be easy for you to think about your timing in a certain way
Mm.
which you want to follow. And making a routine is really
Okay.
important, and then following it rigorously. So
Okay.
that is all that I
Yes.
can say. And
Yes.
of
So
course
all
it
these
will differ
steps
from
towards,
person to person. Yeah,
and then you start implementing it. Like begin implementing, and once you do it for maybe 20 days, it becomes a part of your routine and eventually a practice.
definitely.
Yeah, being attuned to it. Okay. So do you have any questions regarding this? Anything to share apart from this? So we
Mm.
began with transitional elements of life, constant, and then we went to time management, balancing, all that.
Uh, eh, Particularly, I do not have anything. regarding
Okay.
this. Yeah.
Anything else? Anything else you want to ask before I maybe we can do an activity apart from this? From this?
Mm, I can't think of any question right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's okay. So now, can you think of three aspects? Aspects means it can also be skills that you have been working on. Like you have been working on language and you have reached a particular level. You have reached a particular level. It's like now you are floating and you want to just make it better.
Yeah.
Okay. So can you think of two other skills or any aspect that you want to improve in your life so that it adds quality to your life?
I have always thought about this, and like I explained to you about my dream where I could not get the opportunity. One of that has always been singing. And I feel that whenever I am sure about my life that okay, this is it, I have found the niche that I was looking forward to. From there onwards, I will definitely spend some time in learning music, and
Okay.
I think it will add value to my life for sure. Because
Okay.
it's not about goal, it's not about any destination from here onwards, but it's all about
Okay.
self satisfaction. And the moment I would be able to sing up certain songs which I try a lot but I am unable to, I would feel satisfied, and that happiness has no substitute for sure.
Okay. Right. So music, language, and you feel that it's going to fill the other fissures in life. So when you
Yeah,
learn music, can I call it therapeutic? It's going to be therapeutic.
definitely.
Yeah. Okay. So music, language, and maybe what else you want to work on?
uh, Language is something, I mean, I have worked on only one language till now apart from my mother tongue, which I haven't
Mother
spoken.
tongue. Okay.
So I want to become a polyglot. I want to learn
Okay.
as many languages as I can.
As many languages as you can. Okay.
And
So let's
the
take,
next,
yeah.
if I talk about the next one, I think in terms of regional, I want to explore Bengali first, and
Okay.
in terms of foreign languages, French.
French and Bengali. That's great. Okay, so keeping all these things in mind, so every language is different. Learning a language is a very big deal. It's an asset. And
Definitely.
music on the other side, language is definitely therapeutic. Music is also therapeutic. Both are connected to arts and humanities. Okay?
Right.
Now, you gave me a lot of points with reference to this. I want to do this. I would like to do this because of these reasons. Now, we're going to use all these words. You can
Okay.
repeat the points that you gave me, no problem. So, what
Okay.
is the topic? The topic is the quality of my life, something that I would like to add to my life to make it better, to improve the quality.
Okay.
So, it can be professional and personal also. You can also speak about your reading habit, singing habit, anything, but adding quality to your life. So, here I have some advanced connectors, they are known as linking words, used to compare, contrast, and link sentences. So when I flash these words, you're going to begin speaking.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let's begin.
Undoubtedly. Okay. So many people say that you always talk about music. What will you do if you can sing a song? It will be of no use to you at all. I tell all of them that money is really important for sure. Undoubtedly, we cannot live without money in today's era, but it is not everything. The satisfaction that I'm talking about can only be achieved if I can sing all the songs the way I want to. And especially if I can make myself satisfied that way, I would be able to
Mhm.
feel more happy, and I would be able to contribute to my work, and the work that I'm doing, that is of tutoring. I would be able to teach my learners in better way, because I would be more happier. I mean, I would be happier. More happier is wrong.
I would be happier,
Yeah. So
not more happier. Yeah.
definitely, uh, and in fact, I think that it will not only add to my satisfaction, but it
Hmm.
can be helpful in generating some income as well. What if I become a music teacher as well? And uh, besides teaching learners, uh, not only music or not only language, I would be able to explore the world in a better way.
Hmm.
Whereas, okay, mm, it's tough to think about any sentence that I can relate
Because
here.
you've already reached a conclusion. So
Yeah,
it was very good. It helps me to explore the world. Now the word is whereas.
whereas, uh, whereas,
On the other
whenever it
hand,
comes to
hmm,
reality check,
hmm,
sometimes I do feel that maybe whatever I'm thinking is still uh, something beyond my reach,
okay, good. Why do you think so? That it's beyond your reach?
because I don't think I would be able to have that patience for
Okay,
longer. And
good,
for the
excellent.
time being, I'm focusing on my uh, tutoring skills. So
Yes,
maybe by the time I reach the niche, I would not be able to contain that energy in me
very good.
or sustain
Excellent,
that energy in me
good. Okay, the last one is
as well as. So I want to read many books, as well as I want to uh, learn music, and I want to be teacher in both field, so that I
okay,
could share whatever I have learned, and that will give me the satisfaction that I have always been looking for.
okay, great. Okay, so Raj, I'll give you the feedback. Are you ready?
Yeah,
How was the activity? Was it challenging or was it okay,
yeah.
average?
It was challenging.
Okay. So, see, one thing that I noticed from my side was throughout the conversation, you have improved a lot in terms of vocabulary and appropriacy.
Okay,
Okay. So, personally, I feel that you are already transitioning from the upper intermediate level to the C1 level.
okay,
Sometimes, because of your carelessness, you may go to intermediate or upper intermediate level, which happens with everyone.
okay.
But
Yeah,
otherwise, you're floating, okay, more towards the C1 level. Now, here we are not expected to give you the level, but I've been speaking to you for quite a long time, maybe over the period of 1 year, if I'm right, at least 1 year, or
more
even more
than
than
that.
that.
Yeah,
I've known you more than that, I think so. And
yeah.
that too, we have
Almost
met
2 years.
almost 2 years.
Yeah,
And we have been meeting maybe after 6 months, 1 year, 8 months, 3 months. There's always been a gap. So it was very easy
yeah.
for me to monitor you.
Okay,
Usually I don't monitor the learners. I don't remember people like this. But something very special about you is it's not because I'm speaking in front of you. You are consistent with a lot of things.
okay,
And also you're quite sincere about what you want and what you don't want. So I remember there was a time when you were not able to even emote, express yourself properly, not only in English. I remember you telling me, ma'am, I think I've lost my capability to express. I'm not bothered about it. I'm trying my best to regain. I think I've lost. So you were quite sincere, but I can see the transformation now.
Okay.
So very expressive vocabulary. Appropriacy means using the words at the right time because today I see a lot of learners shooting words. You get packets of reels and Instagram or YouTube shorts giving you a lot of words without the usage, without the context. But I think you have learned how to use words properly and also correct yourself on the spot.
Okay.
So you have reached a level where you just need a mentor or a trainer. Okay. Now, these words, all these words are not very difficult. They are not tedious. It's something that we come across, but the usage is not easy.
Right.
So from your side, you would have experienced that. Now
Right.
you give me a conclusion. I'm able to explore the world, so and so. It gives me an opportunity to explore the world, and you stopped. You concluded. You spoke about your future. Then I gave you the word whereas. So that was why it was difficult. Had I given the word in the beginning, it would have been easy.
Right.
So you were like trying to accommodate the word. Oh, I've told something, now where should I accommodate it? But you were able to improvise it beautifully. And that's why I asked you, why do you think you will not be able to do it? Because I don't have the patience. I may not have the patience to sustain myself till that end. So anything is okay when it comes to language and debating. Today, what I've seen is if we can justify something, that I think that's the power.
Okay.
It's not in flamboyancy or it's not in challenging people because we are constantly undergoing reformation and revolution. They're trying to break the stereotypical ways of learning and studying and teaching, all the three. Yeah, so that is what I observed. So I feel one thing is, of course, you're working on vocabulary. The thought process is very clear now. You can push yourself to write. Okay, so
Yeah.
whenever you have a session on, I told you about emotions and feelings also. Whenever you have a session on absurd topics, abstract topics, write down 250 words.
Yeah. Sure.
You need not be good with writing, it's okay. You don't have to be, but write down. Establish your thoughts. It will help you to connect yourself with what you've already learned.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I can give this assignment only to a person who's used to me and also who is used to the language learning process with patience.
Okay. Yeah.
So this is something that others should also learn from you. Like I have very few learners like this. I have one person from Chennai also like this. It's not just about consistency, but being patient with yourself is important.
Right.
Yeah. So I think you have demonstrated that beautifully. And I'm also happy that I was able to remember you. Otherwise, I would have lost track. Raj would have been one number for me.
Yes.
So that's one thing. So that's great. And keep at it. Now, the problem is, I'll give you the disadvantage also of being an advanced learner. People expect that's different. You expect too much from yourself. That's also okay. Don't go down to another level because that also happens. Just like how you upgrade yourself, you can also go down in levels
Right.
because you're not a native speaker and none of us have the environment being in India. We don't have to have.
Right.
Okay. So when your priorities change, you can definitely go down in level. So be in
Right.
touch with the language. And because you've already started reading, the best way is to read and to listen. Listen, read, listen.
Okay.
Okay.
And this is what I was trying in the starting when I had told in general that no matter what, how much we try, we end up doing certain things in the way we have been doing. So, for example, you were praising me for my consistency, and at the same time, I feel that I should have achieved whatever I have achieved in maybe 6 months ago. because
Oh,
I have not been able to be consistent. There are certain things or certain mistakes that I have made in the period of this 2 years as well. I regret that, but like I said, we end up doing that because of
yeah.
the ambience and certain other reasons.
Okay. So you have realized that and you've come out of it. I think that's also learning. There are people who have got all the provisions, but they don't realize.
Yeah,
They are not patient with themselves. They don't reflect on what is going wrong. Only if you reflect, even if you don't know the meaning of the word reflect completely, if you take time to look into what's happening or what's going wrong, I think that's more than enough.
definitely.
Yeah. Okay, so time again flew. Right. So it's
Yeah,
it's so nice. I learn a lot of things from you, and I can keep some learners as you as exemplars, right? So I can tell them like this is what these learners have been doing because all learners like you, they begin from the scratch, they reach a particular point, then they reflect on certain things, and then they come up. So that is what I want to show to the world.
okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye bye. Take care.
Bye for now. See you in another session.
Yeah. Sure. Bye bye.